Fall is in full swing, and the last nice days of the year probably could be numbered.
So why not spend time outside picking apples? Justin Williams is doing that at Apple Holler and Start events.
This may be the best day ever. It may be. My first visit to Apple Holler, as many times as I've driven by, I always thought it was just a place where you could hang out and play with your kids and have a good time like that. I did not realize there was a restaurant. I did not know about the gift shop. I did not know about the pies. And I hadn't met Dave yet. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Thanks for hanging out with us this morning.
Thank you.
How old is Apple Holler? You've owned this for how long?
We've been here about 27 years, going on 27 years. Yeah. It was a cow farm, like I told you earlier, up until about 1970, and then we got rid of the cows and we cleaned things up a little bit and started a restaurant in 1987 and started planting about 1,000 apple trees a year.
You were saying that I'm not alone in driving by like 1,000 times and just assuming that it was a place for kids to play.
Right.
There's so much
we
more.
hear that a lot. Yeah, we hear that a lot. A lot of people don't, like you, don't know that there is actually a restaurant here at all. And a bakery and a gift shop and all those other things.
Bakery, what do we do in a bakery? We bake pies.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. You gonna help us bake today?
If I may, yeah. We have a couple minutes. I can just do
You wanna
whatever you
roll
need
out?
to do.
You wanna roll out some pie crust?
Let's roll out some pie crust. So, these are apple pies. That's the most apple I've ever seen in any. That's one pie?
That's one pie. There's about 3.5 pounds of apples per pie. Yes.
What kind of dreamland is this?
I tell you.
Are you kidding?
Waited too long to come.
I sure have. Let's get it. I just washed my hands.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So we're gonna top that. You want to put some flour on this and on your rolling pin, and just roll and have it somewhat circular.
So put some flour like this.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay. And then
just start at the middle and roll out.
You know, I've been known as a pretty good baker.
I can tell.
Yeah,
all right, we're going to stop you for just a second and turn it a little bit. Okay, now keep
thanks.
going.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm the only one who knows that I'm a good baker, but I have been known as a good baker.
All right, you might need a little more flour on there. There you go.
All right.
Keep going. Perfect. And if you wanted to, you could probably take a donut that they're making over here too.
I think I'll do that as soon as I send it back to the studio. Is this about big enough? We got to send it back here.
We should hire him. Let's hire him.
I think so. Perfect.
Oh no!
Oh no, it'll all be perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we take this.
3.5 pounds of apples? 3.5 pounds of apples in one pie.
All right. Then we just take the fork and we cut off the excess.
It's probably a good time to wrap it up. We're going to get it in the oven soon.
Yes,
we're going to send it back to the studio now.
Okay.
And we'll come back and talk to you a little bit more about whatever we can find out here. And there's a lot here at Apple Holler. I am learning just how fabulous this place is. I guess everybody else knows because I see the line of vehicles out there. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio. We'll come back and continue to add. You gonna keep adding apples to that, man?
Holla, gotta go. This is the longest wrap-up ever. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Alpert. We are talking all things Apple as the fall season ramps up.
Justin getting in the spirit this morning at Apple Holla and Start event. You can't just say Apple Holla.
I know you have to say holla.
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 I've been hollering, or I mean hollering all morning. Look at the car. Oh my gosh. These are fresh. They were just made. Folks, I know some of y'all are not happy with me because you're eating breakfast and you're like, why am I eating this and not eating this caramel apple? You can get a chance to come down and get it here at Apple Holler. I probably shouldn't do this too much, but it is really, look at all this caramel. Oh my gosh. Homemade caramel. Who's the fellow who makes the caramel?
It's Arturo Aguilar.
Arturo in the back. Thank you, man. You make things better for people. All right, Vicki. It's amazing. Okay, so let's make some caramel apples here.
Okay.
Wait, is it caramel or is it caramel?
I will let you decide that.
I'm gonna go with caramel because it's fewer syllables and I'm lazy. Okay, so when people come in to Apple Holler, amongst all the other activities, and there are about 1 million things you can do here, you can come and make your own caramel apples. And you can do it whole like that, or we can slice them up.
Yes. Either way you want to do it.
Okay, let's do the slicing up.
All right, slicing up. Well, I'm going to let you figure out yours. Yep. I'll do one like the traditional way, and then you get to do yours with the spoon and all that good stuff.
And it doesn't matter how young or old you are, you can come in here and you can just, whatever you want.
Do your thing. Absolutely. Whatever you like.
What's the best part of owning Apple Holler?
Eating apples.
Okay, that's pretty simple. I can handle that. Okay, so the slice is the other option. You're gonna hold it for me? Thank you, Megan. And I'm trying not to make a mess. And Megan, you are responsible for those incredible donuts. What are those donuts again?
They're apple cider donuts.
Apple cider donuts. Take a peek down here, guys, right in front of Megan. They're fresh, and that's why they're steamed up. And David's gonna open them up so you can see that. But you see the steam in the lid there? It's because they just got done baking. And Megan's responsible for that. You see the people eat them?
Oh, yes.
You see the reactions?
Oh, yes. They look very happy.
Does it make you, how does it make you feel?
Good. Good.
Yeah? That's good work, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's move down the line here. What are the different options we have here, Vicki?
We have mixed nuts, sprinkles, Snicker bars, Oreos, which I heard might be a personal favorite of yours, mini M&Ms, and mini Reese's Pieces. So go ahead and load up.
Okay, yeah, let's start over here. We don't have a whole lot of time. Apple Holler, what time do you guys open?
We're open from 8 in the morning until 7:30 at night in the restaurant, and apple picking is from 9 till 6 every day.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera so people can't see how pathetic I am at making caramel apples. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Kim, and if you get a chance, I don't know if you haven't been here, but if you haven't been here, you and everybody else who hasn't, you got to get down to Apple Holler. Okay?
It's just the best place in the world. Oh,
in the world.
In the world. All right, thanks a lot, Justin. It's
finally fall weather, and, of course, that means apple season.
'Tis the season. Justin Williams hanging out at Apple Holler this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you. It is a great, fantastic, wonderful, beautiful, phenomenal morning here at Apple Holler. I think every morning might be like that. Particularly this year, though, with this harvest. Let me show you this. Look at this cluster of apples. Look at it. You're talking about I don't know, what is it, maybe 3.5, 4 feet tall, and maybe 2.5, well, probably 3 feet wide. And you probably have, what do you think, Dave? 25, 30 apples?
Well, probably at least a bushel. At least a bushel, maybe 2 bushels right in that area, yep.
A bushel or 2 bushels, and everybody knows that a bushel is worth...
like 40 pounds of apples.
40 pounds of apples. Everybody knows that. That's right.
I know that.
You know that, and now I do too, Dave. Dave, you're the owner here of Apple Holler. We were talking a little bit about how this season compares to last season. And folks, last season I was doing all these stories about the apple crop all over the place here in southeastern Wisconsin and how bad it was. In your words, how bad was it?
Yeah, here and in the Midwest in general. Last year, we've been here 26, 27 years now, and last year was by far the worst crop that we've ever had because of Mother Nature. We had a freeze during the apple blossom time, which froze a lot of blossoms, and then we had the double whammy of the drought in summer, July and August. So it was a 1-2 punch, and it turned out to be the worst apple crop that we've had in 26 years.
So when you have the worst apple crop, do you start to sweat a little bit? Do you get a little nervous, or you just think we just got to be patient? What are you thinking?
Yeah, it was a very difficult year. Very challenging is the politically correct thing to say, but it just means I worried a lot. And but yeah, it was a devastating year.
Yeah. And
but the good positive side of the coin, the other side of the coin, is that this year has turned out to be the very best year that we've had in 26, 27 years. So that's Mother Nature.
Yeah.
You can't fight Mother Nature, and you can't fight the government, they say.
I've heard that. You're smiling a lot more at this time this year than you were last year, I'm guessing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Feeling pretty good about that.
I'm a lot more relaxed.
So we look at this. This is what, I mean, we have about 30 seconds, so I'm not going to climb the tree or anything, but, and you don't need to this year. Really, if you're coming out and you're picking apples, you talk about low-hanging fruit, there's low-hanging fruit right here. It's just this easy, right?
That's right.
So you come out here, do you get a bushel then, or you get a basket?
Whatever size bag, we all different size bags and bushel baskets. You can whatever size you want. Yeah.
And how does it work? Do you pay a fee to come into the orchard?
Yeah, the fee starts at $12 a person, which includes a bag for picking apples.
Okay.
Taste whatever you want. We grow close to 30 different kinds of apples, and plus pears and peaches. Peaches are all gone now, okay. But it also includes a hayride through the whole 70-acre farm. Wow. Get off and pick, taste whatever you want, get back on the wagon, and afterwards go feed the goats or visit the kids' corral play area or a couple of the mazes that we have, or take a pony ride. All those types of things are also available.
Okay, as we send it back to you, Dave says that every day of the week, you guys average 500, 600, 700 school children?
We have a lot of school children that come in Monday through Friday for our Johnny Appleseed field trip.
Okay, well, maybe we can talk about that in the next half hour here. For now, we're going to send it back to you because that's what I have to do. But there's so much to talk about and so much to do here at Apple Holler. So we will be back in about a half an hour to talk a little bit more. Okay, guys?
Yes, sir. We will be here for you. Oh, you feeling in the apple picking mood this fall?
That's right. Dustin has been live this morning at Apple Holler.
Anxiously waiting.
It's just the apples, it's the donuts, it's the caramel. I mean, everything apple.
Yes, a lot of apple stuff. And then we have some goats. Look at this goat. These goats, I should say, try to get to this food. I mean, Cheryl, is this, are they always hungry?
They're always hungry, yep.
They'll eat anything?
They'll eat anything. You have to be careful, yep.
They can't get through the fence, can they?
No, they can't.
Okay, you're sure? Because that goat looks intent on getting to the food.
They try very hard, but they do not get through the fence.
Look at the goat smashing his face to get to this apple. And what do you have in there? What is that?
This is just goat feed.
Goat feed. Look at that goat. Look at the goat. Look at the goat right now. Look at that.
Are we ready?
All right, somebody's hungry. I can't blame them, Dave, because to tell you the truth, that's how I am when it comes to food. So we're in a different area where, and Kim was talking about this is everything apple, but there's so much more here than just apple. This is the farm. Whoa, okay, yes, Be careful, Cheryl. Be careful. These are some hungry goats. What the? So Dave, this is normal, right? And I'm okay standing here, right?
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. This is the big dog telling the little dog to get away from my food. We're in our kids' corral play area where we've got the goats and a couple of mazes and slides and tunnels and a lot of kids play stuff.
You got the corn maze over there, the Golden Goat Bridge. You've got some very active goats with big horns that want to ram each other because they like to eat. And this is all available when you come out here to Apple Holler.
It is. It's here every day of the week.
What? I know I've watched some nature films and I've seen these goats and rams and stuff. That's natural, right?
It is. It's natural. Yep.
Okay. The kids come out here. We were talking earlier. Hundreds of kids every day.
Yeah, we have anywhere from 400, 500, 600, 700 kids some days come out for our children's field trips from the schools. And they get to see a musical show, educational show about the legend of Johnny Appleseed. And they climb on a wagon, go out to the orchard, pick an apple off the tree, and then to the pumpkin patch, get a pumpkin out of the pumpkin patch, and then they come back and get a hot chocolate chip cookie that we bake fresh every morning.
That's all part of just the field trip out here.
And then they get to visit the corn maze and the goat feeding area and the slides and the tunnels and all that stuff.
How many acres do you guys have out here?
We are just under 80 acres, about 78 acres altogether, and 60 acres of it is about 30,000 apple trees. So a large part of it is for farming or growing.
Sure. And it really is a farm. But then you have, this is like the animal farm or the goat farm. Hello, happy goat there. If you want to come out, if you're interested in coming out, what are the hours again and what's the charge?
We are open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the orchard and the pumpkin patch and the kids' corral play area. And for apple picking, it's $12 a person. Ages 5 and under are free with the parents. And that includes the apple bag, the hayride, and admission to the farm park and the kids' corral play area, the area we're in now.
And we just have 5 seconds, but this is a good time to come out here, right? The harvest
This is a great time. We're at peak harvest time as far as the number of different apples, and we still have some pears available for picking also. Yeah, it's a great time.
All right. I'm having a great time. Thank you very much. By the way, just so you guys know, in the restaurant, I was looking through the menu and I got goosebumps. They have applewood smoked bacon omelets, applewood smoked brisket. Needless to say, I probably won't be back to Fox 6 for some time today. But in the meantime, I'll send the signal back to you guys and enjoy your day. I'm going to enjoy mine.
I know you are.
If you were to put that bacon right here, I would be like that gray goat and she would be the big one, just headbutting me away from me.
There you go.
I wouldn't have a chance.
I wouldn't blame you.
All right, thanks. Let's go over to Real Milwaukee.